thing. She just went like this, and I don't know if she got like that.
No, that gave me. Yeah, right. Holy fuck.
What?
On Halloween night in 2012, a family decided to explore the abandoned Fort Sanatorium in Saskatchewan. This crumbling relic once served as a tuberculosis hospital for Native Americans back in the 1920s. As they wandered through the eerie, wind-whispering ruins, the aunt began snapping photos with her small digital camera, trying to capture the ghostly beauty of the place. But when she scrolled through her pictures moments later, her blood ran cold. In one photo, just beyond the edge of the flashlight's glow, a figure stood partly hidden behind a tree watching. Panicked, she screamed for her family, clutching the camera in shaking hands. They didn't wait to see what it was. Within seconds, they were racing back to their car, leaving the sanatorium and whatever still lingered there behind in the dark. While hiking through the woods late at night, our group stumbled upon something downright chilling. A snake slithering up a tree, its body coiled and tightened with each smooth, deliberate move, gliding upward like it owned the place. I've never seen a snake climb a tree before, so watching it in action was equal parts creepy and mesmerizing. Have you ever witnessed something that wild in nature? Instagram creator Rosson Cisco, known for his sleek night drives in his Audi A3S, recently posted a video that sent chills down his followers' spines. At first, it looked like one of his regular late-night cruises, empty roads, quiet hum of the engine, a passenger seat beside him. But then, something unnerving happened.
No. Didn't even say anything. She just went like this, and I don't know if she got like that.
No, that gave me a bad vibe.
Yeah,
because it was like
running away from one of the kids.
Suddenly a woman appeared on the roadside. She didn't speak, she didn't move, she didn't even flinch as the headlights washed over her. There were no houses nearby, no cars, no reason for her to be there. Rosson sped past, his camera capturing the eerie figure fading into the darkness, leaving behind a mystery that no one has been able to explain. A Reddit user recently shared a chilling photo captured by a trail camera on a friend's property, and it's been giving people goosebumps ever since. The image reveals a shadowy, humanoid figure lurking in the background. Not quite human, but eerily close. According to the friend, that particular spot had always felt unsettling. Even though the photo was taken years ago, it continues to spark curiosity and unease online. Near Mount Macedon lies a curious spot. Locals whisper about the anti-gravity hill. Intrigued hikers often come to see if the legend is real. In one video, a girl sets a bottle down on the sloping road, expecting it to roll downhill. But to everyone's shock, it starts moving uphill, as if defying the laws of physics. Watching it glide against gravity itself leaves you wondering, is there something mysterious hidden here, or just a clever illusion? Either way, this is one of those places you have to see with your own eyes to believe. Before we go any further, I'd like to ask you for a quick favour. If you're enjoying the video so far, please give it a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time. We're getting closer to 20,000 subscribers, and once we hit that milestone, a few lucky subscribers will receive a special surprise. Now let's go back to the video. Every night at exactly 8 PM, a strange sound began echoing through the neighbourhood, low, haunting, and impossible to ignore. It lingered in the air until midnight, night after night for weeks on end. The person who recorded it couldn't figure out where it came from, and then, just as mysteriously as it began, the sound stopped. When the video hit the internet, most people were convinced it was just tree frogs singing by nearby ponds, but others weren't so sure. And if you're into eerie mysteries like this one, just wait until you hear what happened next. A man living deep in the Indonesian jungle heard something rustling outside his home one night. Curious and a little nervous, he grabbed his camera to see what it was.
Seh! 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 Nek, minggir nek, nek. Aku nggak ganggu nek. Ya Allah.
Through the darkness, two glowing eyes stared back at him from the bushes. He kept recording as the creature slowly stepped into view, and that's when he realized it was a massive tiger. Luckily, the beast turned and disappeared into the jungle without attacking. The man hurried back inside, heart racing. Just imagine living somewhere where a tiger could show up on your doorstep at any moment. In the deep woods of Texas, a man woke one night to find his front gate wide open, something that hadn't happened once in 15 years. Curious and uneasy, he checked his security footage, and what he saw made his blood run cold. At exactly 1:50 a.m., a young girl in a long white dress drifted onto his property, silent, pale, and moving like she wasn't part of this world. None of his neighbours saw or heard a thing. Their cameras showed nothing. It was as if she had appeared out of thin air and vanished the same way. Who was she? And what did she want that night in the forest? During a late-night hike, he suddenly froze. Something strange was moving in the dark. A winged scorpion crept across the ground. At least that's what it looked like. Heart pounding, he leaned in for a better look, and the truth turned out to be far less terrifying. Just a moth catching a free ride on an unsuspecting scorpion. While wandering through the rugged trails of Catalonia, Spain, a lone traveller stumbled upon something that froze them in their tracks. Nestled between the whispering trees stood a small statue of a child in a hat, its blank stare eerily lifeless, its presence disturbingly out of place in the wild. The forest seemed to hold its breath as the hiker, uneasy and curious, hurried past without daring to look back. A Redditor once shared a photo of herself and her sister sitting on a cliff beside an old, weathered house. At first glance, it looked like a normal snapshot, until viewers noticed something eerie lurking behind them. A strange figure, almost resembling a monkey, appeared in the background. But that didn't add up. What made it even creepier? Years before, their father had found a wooden box filled with bones near that very same cliff. Could it all be connected? Tegan and her boyfriend were having a perfect day outdoors, soaking up the sunshine and laughter. They snapped a quick photo to remember the moment, but when they looked closer, their smiles vanished. Behind them stood a strange, distorted figure. Something or someone that wasn't there when they took the picture. To this day, they still have no idea what they captured. An adventurer tore through the wild Australian outback, their car crunching over branches and pushing past the dense forest. Then, crack.
Yeah, right. Holy fuck.
What?
The vehicle jolted to a dead stop. The camera panned down to reveal a massive branch speared straight through the hood, just inches from the driver's seat. One more inch, and this adventure could have ended very differently. A Reddit user shared a chilling story from their trip through the dense forests of Germany last year. Miles away from any trace of civilization, they stumbled upon something deeply unsettling. A small handmade doll lying on the forest floor. It was crudely stitched from cloth, bound with a green ribbon, and seemed almost deliberately placed. The strange sight sent shivers through the group, none of whom dared to touch it. Some whispered that it might be part of an old local ritual, others muttered about witchcraft or an offering. But the user couldn't shake the eerie feeling that they hadn't just found the doll, it had somehow found them. While hiking through a forest in Slovakia, a man unexpectedly found himself witnessing an incredible moment. Out of nowhere, two massive bears burst onto the trail, thundering downhill right past him, completely ignoring his presence. Amazingly, he kept his cool, capturing the heart-pounding scene on camera and waiting patiently until the forest fell silent once more. What could you have done in this situation? Two hikers set out to conquer the infamous Crib Goch Trail in Wales, a route so daring it feels more like walking a knife's edge than a mountain ridge. With sheer drops plunging on both sides, the trail demands absolute focus. But that day, a heavy mist rolled in, swallowing the path in a ghostly haze. The wind howled, the fog shifted, and in moments, the climb turned from thrilling to treacherous, where a single misstep could mean disaster. A woman who lives beside a cemetery captured something chilling on camera, something she swears wasn't human. In the footage, a shadowy figure drifts between the gravestones. At first glance, it could be mistaken for a person taking a walk at night, but she insists the movements were wrong, too smooth, too eerie to belong to anything alive. Even stranger, there's a moment early in the video that most people missed. A small object swaying gently while everything else, the grass, the trees, the air itself, stays perfectly still. No wind, no movement, just that one thing, shifting on its own. So what did her camera really capture that night among the dead? This chilling video was shared by a Reddit user, and it's every hiker's worst nightmare. While hiking along a quiet mountain trail, he suddenly came face to face with two massive black bears. His heart must have stopped. Desperately, he shouted and tried to scare them off, but the bears didn't flinch. They kept coming, slowly, fearlessly. Panicking, he whistled, yelled, and backed away, but they still followed step by step. Finally, he had no choice but to run for his life.
Alright, got this. Okay. There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go. They won't leave.
He was unbelievably lucky. Those bears weren't in hunting mode, or this story could have ended in tragedy. But imagine you were there, deep in the woods, no one around, just you and two bears staring right at you. Would you try to stand your ground, or would you run and pray they don't chase you? What you're about to witness might haunt you long after this ends. This eerie video was posted by the YouTuber Harbour Explore, and what he and his friend discovered deep in the forest is nothing short of disturbing. While hiking through the woods, they stumbled upon an old abandoned campsite, a torn tent, scattered belongings, and eerie silence all around. Everything looked untouched, frozen in time. It felt like whoever was here had left in a hurry or never got the chance to leave at all. Rumour has it that someone was found dead in these woods years ago. Could this have been their camp? Did these hikers just walk into the scene of something sinister?
Alright, here we are. It's a bit weird, eh? It's like a kid's bag there. It's a hiking pack. Part of a chair. I can't believe it's still standing. Yeah, so who knows how long this thing's been here. I mean, the body of the fella was found, I think, 2009. So if it is his, I'm not good at maths, what's that, 15 years or so ago? Surely it can't still be standing. We're gonna have a look around and see what we can find. What is it?
Date of manufacture is 2000, 28th of the 3rd, 2007.
Yeah, right. Bloody hell. So it could be that old, eh? Oh, that's a pair of track pants.
What size are they?
I can't see. Lift the bag up. Wouldn't surprise me if there's a bloody small light under there.
It's all orange paint inside it. Bright orange paint.
Every clue raised more questions. What really happened here? A forgotten tragedy? Or something darker still lurking nearby? If you stumbled across an abandoned tent deep in the forest, would you call the cops? Or leave before whatever happened last time happens again? From whispers to screams, this is the moment you'll never forget. This chilling video was shared by a Reddit user who went on a 5-day solo hike through freezing rain and cold. But on one of those days, something terrifying crossed his path. While trekking through a narrow forest trail, he suddenly stopped, standing just a few feet away from a massive moose. It stared straight at him, silent, unmoving. The air went cold. He couldn't go forward, and turning back might trigger it. Moose aren't just big, they're dangerously unpredictable. One wrong move could be his last. Imagine you're in his boots, alone, miles from civilization, with this giant blocking your path. What would you do? Try to stand your ground, or turn back before it decides you're the threat? Just when it feels safe, the real horror shows itself. This eerie footage was posted by YouTuber Westin Yancey, and what he captured deep in the forest has left viewers terrified. While hiking alone, Westin filmed his peaceful walk through the woods, completely unaware that something, or someone, was moving behind the trees just a few meters away. A tall, dark, pale figure, almost human but not quite, can be seen walking silently in the background.
Hey, what's up everybody? This is Weston Yancey with Modern Outdoor Media. We just wrapped up a shoot out here with Just Instinct Creative, shooting the rad power bikes, riding some trails. I wanted to talk to you guys about a giveaway we're getting ready to launch with our B Alpha shirts. So these B Alpha shirts that you've seen on our social media, we're going to do a contest where those who buy one, if you go tag us in your rifle kills this year, we're going to give the best photo bison cooler. So you're going to be able to pack your hunting stuff, you're going to be able to pack your drinks, all that kind of stuff when you're out hunting. You know, so make sure you check out the B Alpha shirts on our website, modernoutdoormedia.com.
When he posted the video, his viewers were the first to notice it. Some say it was Sasquatch, others swear it looked more like Bigfoot. But here's the strange part. Weston claims he heard nothing. No footsteps, no movement, just silence. So, what was stalking him that day? A trick of the light? A creature hiding in plain sight? Or something far more sinister? If you were hiking and saw that figure, would you run or dare to keep filming? Just when it feels safe, the real horror shows itself. This unbelievable video was posted by Outdoor Boys, and it shows what true survival looks like in the heart of a raging blizzard. Snow is falling endlessly, wind howling through the night. Temperatures are so cold, even breathing feels dangerous. Instead of heading home, he decides to do something incredible. He builds a 12-foot, 4-meter snow shelter and spends the entire night inside it, surrounded by nothing but ice and silence. It's not a tent, it's a fortress of snow. But one question remains.
Oh, it's getting cold. Well guys, now that I'm done digging, let me give you a tour of the shelter here. Look at that. It's a lot of digging. We got vaulted ceilings there. Well, to give you an idea how deep the snow is, this pole is 9 feet tall. That's 3 meters, and it doesn't quite reach the roof. So we're about 11 and a half, 12 feet deep, or about 4 meters. The crazy thing is, I didn't even dig to the bottom. Now the tunnel I'm sleeping in tonight goes about 6.5 feet into the side of the hill. And then this part is about 7.5 feet long. Well, originally I was just gonna dig the tunnel this way, but I ended up hitting something solid and couldn't go any deeper. So I ended up having to hang a right. So my rough estimate is I ended up digging out about 400 cubic feet of snow. So yeah, moved a lot of snow today. Makes a big difference if you make your shelter big enough so that you don't have to crawl on your hands and knees. Oh, that hot water bottle feels so good. With these snow caves, you always got to make them wide enough and tall enough that you can roll around a little bit and never touch the snow. If even a small part of you rubs up against the snow in the night, it's going to be so cold. Don't want any part of that. Well, it gets dark really early up here in Alaska, so I got a little bit of time before I need to go to sleep. I think I'm going to listen to an audiobook. All right, guys, it's late. I'm going to turn off the camera, and I'm going to see you guys in the morning, and I'm going to sleep in.
How long can someone really last inside something that could collapse at any moment? Would you dare to sleep inside a snow cave during a blizzard, knowing nature could turn against you in seconds? What drives someone to test their limits like this? Survival instinct, adventure, or pure madness? Because out there, in the frozen wild, comfort isn't an option, only courage is. The deeper we go, the more terrifying it becomes. This terrifying encounter was captured and posted by a Reddit user, 2 hikers out on a mountain trail, when they suddenly came face to face with not one, but 2 mountain lions. At first, they thought it was a rare, beautiful sight, until reality hit. These were predators, even if still young. One wrong move, and things could have gone horribly wrong. You can hear the fear in their voices as one hiker shouts, trying to scare the lions away. But what if they were older, stronger, more aggressive? Would shouting still work then, or would it only make things worse? Imagine being there, deep in the wild, no help in sight, your heart pounding as 2 pairs of glowing eyes watch your every move. What would you do? Stand your ground? Run? Or freeze in fear, hoping they lose interest? Some encounters remind you nature doesn't play fair. Think you've seen it all? This next moment will change your mind. This chilling video was posted by a TikToker. What started as a peaceful winter hike turned into a moment of pure terror. He was walking through the snowy woods, the air silent and cold, when suddenly a deep guttural growl echoed from the trees.
Got something coming down, man. I got something screaming down there. I don't know what this is, man. Something fucking screaming down there, man. Hello? Where are you? Show yourself right now! Something big moving in there, man. Something real big, guys.
It wasn't human. It wasn't an animal he could recognize. Just that low, haunting sound getting louder and closer. He froze, flashlight shaking in his hand, calling out into the darkness, but no one answered. Only that growl replied, rumbling through the woods like something hunting unseen. Imagine being there, completely alone, snow crunching under your boots and something lurking just beyond your light. What would you do? Run before it finds you, or stay to see what's really out there? Some sounds in the forest aren't meant to be followed. Sometimes silence is your only warning. Every second pulls us deeper into something truly sinister. This chilling clip was posted on NVTV on YouTube, and it's one of the creepiest encounters ever caught in the woods. A lone hiker was deep in the forest when he suddenly heard it, an eerie, blood-curdling scream echoing through the trees. It didn't sound human, and it didn't sound like any animal you'd ever recognize. The sound was raw, haunting, almost otherworldly. Panicked, he ran for his life before things got even stranger. But here's the question. So what was that sound? A wild animal no one's ever recorded? Something supernatural? Or a creature that shouldn't even exist? Something paranormal? Or maybe something that's been hiding out there all along? What would you do if you heard that scream in the middle of nowhere? Run, or stay and find out? If you're brave enough to keep watching, the worst is yet to come. This mysterious footage was shared by Jesse's drone adventures on YouTube, and what he discovered has left everyone asking the same chilling question. What was this place? While flying his drone through a remote mountain range, Jesse spotted a strange, hidden structure tucked beneath an abandoned railroad. Curiosity took over, so he hiked there to investigate. What he found was beyond explanation. A structure that looked part home, part shelter, maybe even part shrine, buried under the mountain. Inside, strange, ancient-looking objects were scattered everywhere, as if someone had once lived or performed something there.
Check it out, everybody. We are finally here. I have no idea what this place was, and I couldn't find any information on it on Google, YouTube, TikTok, you name it. My guess is there was probably a bunch of water here, or some sort of reservoir, and my guess would be this is where the workers lived to monitor the water. That's just my guess. If you have anything better, let me know. Let's see if we can make our way up here. We made it. There is nothing but junk, 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 and more junk in here. I don't know that I want to go walking around too much in here because there could be a bunch of rattlers underneath all this stuff. You can see a table, a bed over here. This would make for a pretty cool view though when it's raining. All the water coming rushing in over here. There's just tons and tons of stuff here. almost looks like it could have also been somebody's house, but why would you build a house right here? Kitchen sink over there maybe? Or a workbench? Oh, look at this. That is a very, very old phone. Probably 80s or 70s. If I was out here with a few more people, I would probably dig through some of this stuff. But there's always the chance of running into a snake, scorpion, or something that bites. And I'm not too fond of getting bit in remote places such as this. Pretty astonishing if you ask me. Maybe I'll have to go back into town and ask some locals and see if they can shed some light on this place.
But why would anyone build something like this in complete isolation? Who lived there? And what were they doing before it was abandoned? Could it have been a secret hideout, a ritual site, or something far darker that was never meant to be found? If you discovered a hidden structure like this, would you go inside or turn back? One wrong glance and you'll see what shouldn't be seen. This mysterious video was posted by hadersecho.peak.natala.park on TikTok. While hiking deep in the woods, he stumbled upon something that stopped him in his tracks. A wooden staircase standing tall in the middle of nowhere. No buildings, no trails, just this eerie structure, perfectly built yet completely out of place.
I'm 200 miles from the nearest town. What's this thing doing here?
Who would construct something like this, and why? There were no signs of life around, no reason for it to exist. Curiosity took over fear, and with a brave heart he decided to climb it. Imagine he saw something while climbing the staircase. What next? Would you dare climb a mysterious staircase in the middle of the forest, not knowing where it leads, or what might be waiting at the top? Some say these steps are portals, others say they're traps. But one thing's for sure. Things built in the woods, without reason, are rarely innocent. A terrifying encounter was shared by Angbona TV, a YouTuber known for hiking deep into the woods and exploring eerie, mysterious places. While hiking deep in the woods late at night, he suddenly heard something that froze him in place, a faint movement among the trees. He turned his light toward the sound but saw nothing. Moments later, he said he heard a scream through the darkness. It wasn't an animal. It sounded almost human, yet no one was there.
So I do remember there was one time we had a crazy experience, but if I recall correctly, it was like back there. I swear I just heard something moving through the trees. Or maybe it was just a crackling from my campfire. Okay. Okay, that was that, like, scream again. What the hell is that? I swear we hear that, like, every time we come here. Last time too. I do have my knife on me just in case. So I don't know if it's out here or why. Whew. I don't know why it seems so much spookier out here. It seems like hazy down there. I could barely even like really see properly. Let me get my flashlight out. Either way, it's an adventure.
Alone in the silent forest, every rustle, every echo felt like something or someone was watching him. What could be making those screams in the woods? A wild creature? A lost soul? Or something far more terrifying that doesn't want to be seen? If you were in his place, would you investigate that scream or run for your life before it's too late? Fear lingers in the silence, waiting for its moment. While hiking off trail deep in a canyon within the San Bernardino National Forest, this Reddit user stumbled upon something that sent chills down his spine. A massive footprint pressed into the dirt. It wasn't human. At least it didn't look like it. The print was roughly the same length as his own foot, a man's size 12, but nearly twice as wide. Nearby, faint impressions hinted at toes, yet this was the only full footprint. No trail, no follow-up prints, just one haunting mark in the earth. What could have made it? A massive animal? A trick of nature? Or something far more mysterious roaming the forest that night? If you were alone in the woods and came across a footprint like this, what would you do? Would you turn back immediately, or follow the trail to uncover what was left behind? This eerie video was shared by Squatch TV on YouTube. In the clip, a massive dark figure can be seen in the distance, its shape unclear, its movements unsettling. It didn't look entirely human, yet it didn't look like any known animal either. But one thing was clear, it was violently shaking a tree, as if trying to make a statement. The person filming captured it from afar, too afraid to get any closer, and honestly, who wouldn't be? What kind of creature has the strength to shake an entire tree like that? Could it really be a Sasquatch, or is there something even more mysterious lurking in those woods? If you were the one filming and saw a figure like that in the distance, would you stand your ground and keep recording, or drop everything and run for your life? Think you've seen it all? This next moment will change your mind. This video was shared by a Reddit user, and it captures one of the most intense encounters you could ever imagine in the wild. A photographer ventured deep into the woods, simply hoping to capture some stunning nature shots. But what he didn't expect was to come face to face with a massive bear creeping toward him. The air grew still, his camera still rolling as the bear came closer and closer. Luckily, he was prepared. In a split second, he pulled out his bear spray and used it just in time, sending the animal running back into the forest. But here's the real question. What if he didn't have that spray? What would you do if a bear started approaching you in the middle of nowhere, with no one around to help? Would you stand your ground, or run for your life? This eerie video, uploaded by Adam23817 on YouTube, has left viewers completely baffled. In the clip, a woman is out hiking alone in the forest, recording a peaceful moment surrounded by nature. But what her camera captured was far from peaceful.
Isn't this gorgeous? We are on the backside of Marylhurst College. I had no idea this was down here. And probably wouldn't have if Izzy didn't chase a big white-tailed deer right through the woods. She is having the best time. Aren't you?
Just seconds after she starts filming, something strange moves in the distance, like a brown, shadowy figure gliding between the trees. It didn't move like a human, and it didn't stand like any known animal. What was it? She didn't even notice it while filming. But once the video hit the internet, viewers were quick to spot the mysterious movement, and everyone's been trying to figure it out ever since. So what do you think was lurking out there? Was it a person, a spirit, or something beyond explanation? And if you were in her shoes, would you keep recording, or run before that shadow got closer? From whispers to screams, this is the moment you'll never forget. This video was shared by a TikTok user who captured something chilling while walking alone at night.
So this frickin' thing, it's staring at me. It followed me home from the gifting rock. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning right now. I think I don't know what to do. But it followed me home and it is absolutely staring at me right now. Alright.
From a distance, he noticed a pair of glowing white eyes watching him, following his every move. At first he thought it was just an animal, but the eyes never blinked and stayed fixed on him no matter where he turned. What do you think those glowing eyes belong to? Could it be an animal, or something far more sinister lurking in the dark? Imagine walking alone in the forest, miles from anyone, and realizing something is watching you, its glowing eyes tracking your every step. Would you confront it to find out what it is, or run before it gets closer? This eerie video was posted by a TikTok user who decided to hike deep into the Mojave Desert, miles away from civilization, with no signs of life and nothing but the endless sand and silence. But then, that silence was shattered. Out of nowhere, a bone-chilling scream echoed through the desert air. No one around, no footprints, no hint of where it came from. Just him, alone, surrounded by emptiness. Panic kicked in as he started running, his heart racing with every step. Imagine being miles away from help and you hear that same scream pierce the night. What would you do? Would you stand your ground and try to find where it's coming from? Or run before whatever made that sound finds you first? Because out here, no one can hear you scream back. Shadows hide secrets, and one is about to be revealed. This video was posted by MA Journey, a YouTuber known for venturing deep into the woods, exploring the unknown, uncovering hidden cabins, and experiencing the raw beauty and danger of nature firsthand. While hiking deep in the woods, the snow suddenly began to fall hard. Within minutes, everything turned white and eerily silent, the kind of silence that makes your heartbeat echo in your ears. The trail vanished. The forest looked unfamiliar, dangerous. But then, through the thick snow, he spotted something. An old abandoned cabin barely standing. That small shelter might have been his only chance to survive the storm. But here's the real question. Is that cabin truly safe? Alone in the middle of the forest, with a snowstorm raging outside, who knows what could be lurking just beyond the trees, watching. If you were trapped in a blizzard like this and found an old, forgotten cabin in the woods, would you take shelter inside? Or would you risk the storm and try to find your way out before nightfall? This chilling video was shared by a TikTok user who went hiking deep into the woods at night. Everything seemed calm, until their camera caught something truly disturbing. A dark shadow figure gliding. It appeared for just a split second before vanishing into the darkness, faster than the eye could follow. When the clip was posted online, viewers were left speechless, arguing over what it could be. Was it a ghost, a shadow person, or something far more sinister lurking in the night? Imagine being there, surrounded by darkness, and seeing a shadow move where no one should be. Would you dare investigate, or run before it returns? What do you think that shadow truly was? A trick of light or proof that something supernatural walks among us? This video was posted by Aventuras y Jose, a YouTube channel known for hiking deep into the mountains, uncovering the raw and untamed beauty of nature, and sometimes stumbling upon the most unexpected, heart-stopping encounters. While hiking through the vast mountain desert, he spotted something that instantly made him stop and zoom in his camera. In the distance, a figure was walking, then entered somewhere. A moment later, he saw someone moving into this cement tube, almost as if it were his home.
Desde aquí agarré una. Uy. Si es persona. ¿Será mujer o será hombre? ¿Quién sabe? Pero se ve que va bien. Yo lo grabo por cualquier cosa, mi gente. Pero ese señor o mujer, o quién sabe qué será, mujer o hombre, no se sabe. Pero lo agarro muy lejos. Cuídense mucho en las montañas porque aquí hay mucha víbora cascabel. Ah, se metió. Fíjense mi gente que por allá vi que se movió algo. Parece que se metió en medio, pero no ha salido. Lo agarro lejos, muy lejísimo de aquí, pero esa persona ahí, uy, se dieron como cuetazos. Pero ya a ver, por ahí está muy lejos. Por ahí ve, mire. Parece que es un tubo y hay algo por ahí. Allí vive alguien, ahí en eso, hacer como un tubo de cemento. Y por ahí como que es una casita o algo. Alguien que vive por ahí. Yo lo vi desde lejos, pero vi el bulto. Pero es persona, no es animal, ni es ni vaca, ni nada. A lo mejor sí, pobrecito la gente que vive así, no es fácil. Pero lo agarro lejos de aquí. Es una casita y un tubo por ahí. Ese tubo tiene hoyo por dentro y por allí vive alguien. Yo lo vi que iba caminando, pero no lo alcancé a agarrar. Y ahí, como está algo frío, ahí se me hace que está durmiendo. Sí, en continuación yo buscaba la ruta por donde voy, pero no he visto ni un coyote. Y aquí hay muchos coyotes salvajes aquí.
But here's the chilling part. This place was miles away from civilization, surrounded by nothing but silence and sand. Why would anyone live out here, completely cut off from the world? Was he hiding from something or someone? The thought alone sent shivers down his spine. What could drive a person to choose isolation in such a barren, unforgiving place? If you were the one who saw this, someone disappearing into a concrete tube in the middle of nowhere, would you get closer to find out the truth? Or turn back before you discover something you wish you hadn't? This eerie picture was posted by a Reddit user who went hiking deep into the forest. Everything seemed calm and peaceful, nothing unusual around her. She snapped a few pictures and continued her hike, unaware of what she had just captured. But later, when she got home and started scrolling through her photos, she noticed something chilling. A dark, shadowy figure standing in the background. It didn't look human, yet it didn't look like an animal either. Just standing there, watching. What do you think that black figure was? Could it be a creature lurking in the woods? Or something supernatural that only revealed itself through the camera? If you found something like this in one of your photos, would you go back to the same spot, or delete the picture and pretend you never saw it? The line between reality and nightmare blurs right here. This chilling encounter was shared by Angbona TV, a YouTuber known for his fearless night hikes and solo camping adventures. But this time things took a darker turn. While hiking alone deep in the forest, he suddenly felt something. Movement. The air grew heavier, the silence thicker. He turned around, expecting to see an animal, but there was nothing. Just the rustle of leaves and the uneasy feeling that something unseen was circling him.
Possible maybe it actually went up that way? I don't even know. I guess we'll go... Whoa, what the f*** was that? Okay, something big just like moved or made a thud or something behind me. What the hell? What was that? It kind of sounded like a rock. But how? Yeah. Unless it was... Okay, that was weird. I'm still not, like, seeing anything. Is there something up there in the trees? You guys let me know if you see anything that I don't notice. That was weird. It sounded legit like a giant thud behind me. Okay, I swear I just heard that growl noise again from up there. I don't see anything though. Okay, we gotta go up there. I think that's where the road goes, so if we go back, it'll go further up that way. Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting tonight. We are back on the road. Yeah, the road does definitely turn up.
The longer he stayed, the stronger that presence felt, like the forest itself was warning him to leave. What do you think was out there watching him? A spirit? A creature? Or something even stranger? If you were alone in the woods at night and felt like unseen eyes were following you, would you keep going, or turn back before it's too late? What you're about to witness might haunt you long after this ends. This eerie photo was shared on Reddit by a user who claimed his grandfather took it years ago while hiking deep in the woods. The old man kept it hidden for a long time, afraid people would think he was crazy or faking it. But after rediscovering the picture, his grandson decided to post it online, hoping someone could finally explain what his grandpa captured that day. In the photo, you can clearly see a dark, towering figure, its shape unlike anything familiar. Not quite human, not quite animal, just standing there, motionless in the forest. So what do you think this could be? A person in a costume? Some unknown creature that shouldn't exist? Or something far beyond our understanding? If you found this on your camera, would you tell the world, or keep it a secret like he did? Every second pulls us deeper into something truly sinister. This video was shared by Outer Range, a YouTuber known for exploring mysterious mountains and uncovering hidden truths buried in time. But during one of his hikes, he stumbled upon something truly strange. Symbols and carvings etched deep into the mountain walls. Some looked ancient, almost sacred, while others seemed more like warnings. The markings didn't appear random. They felt deliberate, as if someone long ago wanted to send a message to anyone who dared to enter.
Well, guys, this didn't take long to find something. What do we have here? Quite interesting that all this is vertical, isn't it? I mean, it just looks like all these sharpening grooves, and again, that's what we call them, sharpening grooves. There's some sort of date someone's carved into that, but huh? Does that kind of look like a horse right there? You got to remember, this area is inhabited by the ancients for sure. We're up here in ancient territory, but you know, in this particular area, the Utes came along after the fact. So whenever you see a horse carved in or something like that, perhaps it's 200 years old, 300, 400 possibly, but you know, the Spanish brought the horses. So I don't know that it's been documented that anywhere that the ancient carvings showed any horses of any kind, but this is a fascinating rock, just covered. Now they're so low, it makes me think that these rocks right here that we're on, I don't know, maybe they fell from overhead later and created a pile of rubble here that maybe, who knows, maybe there's a structure underneath all of this. Look at this, there's more. Very faint, but the camera actually picks them up better than my eyes out here. Come back. If you look closely, you can see some really old work in there. You can see a hand. A lot of modern graffiti, I will call it, but tucked in there, these amazing pieces. I like to call these the original waypoints. There's several right here.
But what could these signs be saying? Are they warnings to stay away from something dangerous that lies ahead? Or are they remnants of an ancient civilization trying to tell their story before it was lost to history? If you were the one who discovered these mysterious carvings in the mountain, would you keep exploring to uncover their meaning, or turn back before finding out something you're not meant to know? From whispers to screams, this is the moment you'll never forget. This terrifying video was shared by a YouTuber who decided to spend a peaceful night camping in the woods, but what happened next turned into a heart-stopping encounter.
No. Did not get my food. Get out of here. Go. Get. Holy crap, it's a bear. I'm sitting here eating. Dude, go. I can't even eat my food. You got plenty of food out here. Go. Get. Go. He keeps coming over. Go hang my food up because I'm not eating tonight. Thank you. Get out of here. I was literally sitting there with a bag of food because I had my food bag and I just cooked food. And he was like right behind me, 20 feet from me, not far.
As she sat down to enjoy her meal, she suddenly noticed movement behind her. And when she turned around, a massive bear was standing just a few feet away, staring straight at her. Panicking, she tried to scare it off, but the bear didn't budge. It just stood there, watching her every move, almost as if deciding what to do next. Now imagine being in her place, alone in the forest, no one around to help, and a hungry bear right behind you. Would you drop your food and slowly back away? Or would you try to protect what's yours and risk standing your ground? What would you do if this happened to you in the middle of the wild? Fear lingers in the silence, waiting for its moment. We came across this terrifying story from a Reddit user, and it still gives me chills every time I think about it. He said he was camping near the edge of town, right beside miles of untouched forest. Late one night, around 2:37 a.m, his trail camera went off. Normally it'd be raccoons or squirrels, but this time, the figure on the screen wasn't crawling. It was standing, tall, pale, motionless. Then it tilted its head and looked straight into the camera. Curious and foolishly brave, he grabbed a flashlight and went out to check. The woods was silent, but then he heard it. Slow, heavy breathing. When he turned, he saw it. A pale, man-shaped figure staring right at him, holding an axe. He ran for his life. The next morning, the camera footage was corrupted except for one frame, the figure leaning into the lens. Now, imagine it. What would you have done if that were you? The deeper we go, the more terrifying it becomes. This video was posted by Action Adventure Clips on YouTube, and it'll make you question just how far you'd go for exploration. While hiking deep in the mountains, they stumbled upon something strange, a hidden cave tucked beneath a massive rock. Curiosity took over, and they decided to go inside. The deeper they went, the darker and narrower it became, the walls closing in, the air getting colder. Every sound echoed like something was moving just beyond the light.
Whoa, dude, there's like a jack holding up the ceiling.
A jack?
Yeah, a ceiling jack holding it up. There's also some bats. This is insane. Dude, it's buckling under the weight. Oh.
Alright, don't touch the ceiling.
Oh, it's getting wider.
Yeah.
See a wooden rail? Weird. No metal track. See that?
What we got going on, Dave?
Oh, just looking at an area that was work. Lots of bedrock exposed here. All up in here, we had pockets of placer.
Check it out, there's dynamite up here. Sitting in a glass jar.
Let's not touch that. Oh, there could be blasting caps on the ground. We gotta be careful where we step.
Okay.
Dude. Huh?
Dude. The wind is whipping through here. I know. Feels great.
It's like a network of flooded tunnels.
They had no idea where the cave would lead, but they kept going. Would you dare to crawl into an underground cave not knowing what's waiting inside? What if they weren't alone in there? What if something ancient was watching from the dark? After a long, tense journey, they finally found another exit. But what if there hadn't been one? Would anyone have ever found them again? The fear doesn't stop here. It only grows. This TikTok user shared one of the most terrifying experiences you could imagine. While hiking deep in the woods, far away from any trail or sign of civilization, everything was quiet at first. until she stumbled upon something unbelievable. Out there, in the middle of nowhere, she saw a group of people dancing. But it wasn't the kind of dancing you'd expect from campers having fun around a fire. No music, no laughter, just slow, eerie movements under the trees. She froze, realizing something felt off. Who were these people? And why would anyone come this deep into the forest just to dance in silence? Was it some kind of ritual? Or something far darker? If you were in her shoes, would you stay hidden and watch, or run before they noticed you? What comes next might be the most chilling part of all. This video was posted by Sansan, a YouTuber known for his bold, rainy camping adventures. On this trip, he thought it would just be a drizzle, peaceful rain, calm vibes, the sound of droplets hitting his tent. But nature had other plans. Within hours, the rain turned into a relentless downpour. The entire campsite was soaked, the ground flooded, his gear drenched, and his once cozy tent became a cold, uncomfortable mess. What was supposed to be a relaxing escape quickly turned into a miserable, sleepless night in the middle of the forest. Would you dare to camp under weather like that? Or would you pack up and leave before the storm got worse? And do you think he should have stayed to brave the experience? Or was it a mistake from the start? This video was posted by a TikTok user, and at first everything looked perfect. A group of friends was out in the forest, enjoying a peaceful picnic, laughing, eating and soaking up nature. But then, things took a terrifying turn.
Excuse me! Buddy! Hello! Hey!
Out of nowhere, a massive bear appeared, walking straight toward their picnic spot. Some people noticed early and ran for their lives, while others didn't even realize what was happening until the bear was right there. Luckily, this bear didn't come to attack, it just seemed curious, calmly sniffing around before wandering off. But imagine, what if it wasn't peaceful? What would you do if a bear showed up at your picnic? Run, stay still, or try to scare it away? And would you ever go back to that same forest again after something like this? Jose Flores Terror on YouTube, whose channel is known for venturing into the darkest forests in search of terrifying paranormal activity, shared this scary encounter. He enters one of the most haunted forests in the region, a place where people vanish without a trace. Locals warn of ghostly cries and children's voices that lure travelers deeper, and they never return. After hiking deep in the forest, everywhere was dark, and he was just alone with his flashlight and camera when he began to hear footsteps behind him, as if something was following him.
Es un poquito más como que los árboles entrelazados, un poquito diferente. Ok, se acaban de escuchar pasos atrás de mí. Ay. De repente como si viniera algo atrás de mí porque se siente como una presencia atrás. Ay. Ay.
After hearing so much about the forest, what will you do in that situation? Will you go back before it gets darker? But he didn't go back. After some while, he started hearing some voices whisper in the distance like someone crying. But there's no one around the forest.
Se están escuchando voces. Ay. Ay. Se están escuchando estas voces que parece ser como que vienen hacia acá o están a lo lejos, pero lo extraño es que no puede haber personas acá, no hay personas acá, estoy completamente seguro, o sea, personas físicas no son. Hoy. Hoy. Hoy, 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 otra vez.
This peaceful hike into the forest was one to forget for him. Would you dare stay in this forest, knowing every voice could belong to the dead? The last clip was chilling, but this next one feels like pure nightmare fuel. This encounter is shared by Danny Adventure 88 on YouTube, a channel known for daring solo explorations and terrifying encounters deep in haunted forests. He went camping deep in central Java's infamous Alas Kunci, where tragedy struck. It is said that a young boy ended his life there just a week ago. The locals talked about Dutch women tortured in these woods, their bodies discarded without graves, and their restless spirits still wandering around the forest. With all this dark history, will you dare camp overnight there? While still being courageous and enjoying his camp without fear, suddenly, he started hearing knocking sounds echoing through the trees. No wind, no movement, just a sound of something he didn't know about. Yet the forest feels alive and heavy.
Walaupun mencoba menghiraukan, tapi tetap rasanya itu aku kepo ke sana itu.
What he's experiencing is definitely not what he had planned when he came. What do you think these wandering spirits of the forest are, or something far darker stalking me tonight? Things only grow darker from here. Brace yourself for what comes next. Jupri Karim's a YouTuber, and he is known for testing his courage by camping in the most haunted, dangerous places at night. He went camping just as he had always camped around many dangerous forests. But this time around, it was terrifying. At first, everything seemed calm, until he began hearing strange movements around the camp. Footsteps, whispers, something circling the tent. Then it appeared. He saw a figure lurking behind the trees, watching him in silence. The moment his flashlight touches it, it disappears seconds later.
Gak tahu teman-teman. Astagfirullahaladzim. Ya teman-teman itu. Kelihatan gak di balik kayu itu? Astagfirullahaladzim, ya Allah. La hawla wa la quwata illa billahi al-'aliyyil 'azim. La hawla wa la quwata illa billahi al-'aliyyil 'azim. La hawla wa la quwata illa billahi al-'aliyyil 'azim. Asal kena lampu senter, dia menghilang, teman-teman.
What was that? Is that a ghost watching him? Or some far more mysterious? After seeing this, will you dare camp in this cursed place knowing the darkness itself is alive? But things don't calm down for long. The next story shows that. We got this story from Cuba Mystery on YouTube. He is popular for venturing into haunted places and capturing chilling encounters on camera. This time, Cuba set up camp in a cursed bamboo forest, a place where a man once died tragically after being impaled by a falling branch of a bamboo tree. Locals say his spirits still linger here. Will you dare camp in a place where you don't know what to expect? While eating, he was violently interrupted. Unseen forces attacked, shaking the bamboo and rattling his nerves. He heard the bamboo shaking but could not see anything.
Allahu Akbar. Ini sangat coba penasaran juga sih teman-teman. Ini malah kita kayak seperti diganggu. Tapi nggak tahu juga siapa itu. Karena kita lagi makan, mereka datang ke sini teman-teman.
Are they trying to scare him away from the forest? Or who or what is disturbing shaking the bamboo? Would you dare camp here alone? Let me know what you guys think. From one frightening moment to the next, this story might be the scariest yet. Got this story from Franco TV on YouTube. He's known for venturing into the world's most haunted places often alone, and capturing what others are too afraid to witness. This time, he went into a pet cemetery. It was previously a baby cemetery, but later changed to a pet cemetery. As he entered the cemetery, he heard these unexplained bangs and even a rope swinging from a tree. Was this really just a pet cemetery, or something far more sinister? After walking deep into the cemetery, he saw eyes staring at him deep in the trees, but couldn't see them again, so he turned on his thermal so he could check what might be lurking around him. Then he caught a dark figure waving from deep within the trees, human-like.
Here alone, I'm already hearing sounds of banging, of metal clanking on something, but further from in front of me. Wish me luck. I'm excited, scared, nervous. I'm missing home right now, but that being said, let's get into the video. So right now I'm at the cemetery, right in front of me, and with the night vision, look up there. You see that blinking light? This is why cell phones give away your position. But that blinking light is 100% somebody's phone. I thought I saw something else move. That was me, this light here. I hope nobody comes here to do something else. The last time that I was here, I was able to see something on the thermal imaging camera peeking out at me from one of the trees in the darkness. I don't know what the hell that was, whether if that was an animal or a person, but not so long after that, I was able to see what looked like a silhouette of a person walking, only because of the light behind the area. And when I shined the flashlight, nothing was evident. But I want to do another walkthrough of this place. Now, this place is gigantic. Listen. What was that? I just heard something up here. Jesus Christ. I'm already regretting my decision. Is that a rope?
What do you think is waving at him at the cemetery? Is it a ghost or a spirit that has been wandering around the cemetery? Would you dare to spend the night here? From one frightening moment to the next, this story might be the scariest yet. A YouTuber, Skara, who is known for exploring haunted forests across Kalimantan, where storms and myths collide with the unknown, shared this on his channel. He went deep in the jungle and he saw something quite unusual, a house standing alone in the wilderness, where trees and bushes surround everywhere. Who built a home here, in the middle of nowhere? What is the house meant for, because normal people are not meant to live there alone in the forest?
Rumah atau apa ya di bagian kanan gua? Gua trekking di nggak tahu men, ini ada orang sini sini. Gua nge-trekking hutan belantara di sini men, gak ada tempat terbuka loh. Gak ada tempat terbuka loh. Gua buka satelit beberapa kali di sini, gak ada tempat terbuka seluas ini men di sini.
Then he started smelling cooked food drifting from the trees. Where was it coming from? Suddenly he saw an old woman. She's asking for water. She had human-like feet, yet her presence screamed not human. After he gave her water, she headed back into the forest. Who was she, and what was she doing in the forest at night?
Allahu Akbar, la ilaha illallah. Cuk, minta banyu nenek cuk. Ada nek. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Tunggu nek. Permisi nek. Bentar nek. Bentar nek. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Nek, Lun permisi, Nek. Permisi, Nek. Maaf apa yang di sini, Nek? Ngapain di sini, Nek? Ulun permisi, Nek. Pian manusia kah? Lain kan, Nek? Ulun permisi, Nek.
Would you dare keep going deeper after encountering something of such? From eerie to bone-chilling, this next clip drags us even deeper into fear. We got this story from Wandi Sumatra on YouTube, a channel known for venturing deep into haunted forests and capturing encounters that most people would never dare to face. He set up camp far inside the forest, cooked, ate, and finally drifted off to sleep. But sometime after midnight, it began. A strange voice, not human, not an animal, just this eerie, otherworldly sound circling his tent. What kind of creature makes a noise like that in the dead of night? Terrified, he forced himself awake and stepped outside, scanning the darkness. That's when he saw it, a ghostly figure, pale and still, staring straight at him, its body unmoving, its eyes fixed.
Astaghfirullah. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah.
What was this thing? A restless spirit of the forest? A demon in disguise? Or something older watching from the shadows? If it were you, would you investigate? Or run for your life? If your skin wasn't crawling already, it definitely will after this. Urban Ghosts on YouTube, his channel, is known for exploring some of the most terrifying haunted places in America. And in this video, things in the Devil's Forest took a chilling turn. He hiked deep into the woods alone at night. Suddenly, his Spirit Talker app whispered, "There's a priest." What does that mean? A priest? Out here, in the middle of nowhere? Is it trying to warn him not to go further, that there is danger at the front?
Hello? Hello?
Others are scared.
Others are scared? Well, don't be scared. I swear I heard somebody running. Or something.
There's a priest.
Where?
And just when it seemed the forest had gone quiet, he heard a voice around him that came from behind, so close it made his blood run cold, alone in the woods with just his touch and Spirit Talker app, using it to communicate through his phone.
As much as I've been in the woods, I still can't ever remember what the heck poison ivy looks like. I always gotta Google it. Heck, I grew up in the woods.
I heard something over here. Are you over there? Whoa!
You are authentic.
Well, I appreciate that. I swear, something. As soon as I turned this way, I heard a voice right behind me. Right over here.
Was he really alone in the forest? Would you dare to stand in the Devil's Forest after dark? YouTuber Manunggaling Jagad shared this hiking encounter on YouTube. The channel is well known for uncovering eerie and unexplainable events that lurk in the shadows of nature. He hiked deep into the forest, the kind of place where the night feels heavier, where every sound makes your skin crawl. But what he stumbled upon left him frozen in shock. Right there in the tall, damp grass was a green snake, blending perfectly into the grass. Think about it. What would have happened if he hadn't noticed it in time? What if his hand had brushed against it? Or worse, he had stepped on it? Out there, in the middle of nowhere, one wrong move could mean life or death. Kalong Camp Official, a YouTube creator, shared this terrifying adventure. His channel is known for exploring haunted cemeteries and abandoned places where spirits are said to linger. This time around, they went to a cemetery to spend the night there. As they settled in their campsite in the graveyard, locals had told him about a ghost often seen nearby. Suddenly, things started getting strange. The bamboo nearby cracked and fell violently on the place they were staying, although there was no wind.
Ini saya lihat ya. Di sana Mas. Itu di pohon itu ya temennya. Itu warga tuh sering ditampakkan sosok pocong ya. Itu berdiri tepat di depan pohon itu. Masa miragol dewi Mas? Jadi emang di sebelah sana tuh ayam. Tuh, kursi. Apa ya? Ini Mas ya. Astagfirullahaladzim. Ya Allah. Punten, Mbah.
Are they being chased away by an unknown spirit that doesn't want them there? Imagine being alone there. Would you stay, or would you run? Nobody knows what might happen next. If your skin wasn't crawling already, it definitely will after this. This story was shared by YouTuber Eerie on YouTube, whose channel is known for exploring some of the most haunted and cursed places, capturing raw and terrifying encounters with spirits. They went camping in the forest, and before they could even settle down well, they started perceiving some weird and unsettling scent, like camphor mixed with perfume, though there were no flowers anywhere. Why would such a smell linger in a forest like this? Will you dare stay after getting that smell earlier on? As if that wasn't enough, just after getting that smell, they began to hear some footsteps and sounds from the trees without even seeing anybody passing.
Ya, malam ini teman-teman, karena bener-bener mati aktivitas di desa, itu apa ya, sepi banget teman-teman. Orang mana datang? Oi, orang kah? Suara orang, Man.
Will you dare stay there overnight? Imagine hearing people talking inside the forest, and you can't see who is talking. From eerie to bone-chilling, this next clip drags us even deeper into fear. We got this story from Haunted Finders on YouTube, a channel known for diving deep into the UK's most terrifying paranormal hotspots. Tonight, they went back to the infamous Cannock Chase, a place where people claim to have seen everything. Black-eyed children, pigmen, werewolves, even UFOs. Imagine walking through those woods knowing all that. Will you even dare enter a forest like that? Before they even started the investigation, they heard a strange noise, too loud to be a dog barking. Imagine how scary that place would be.
There's been everything sighted in this forest, from the infamous black-eyed children, pigman, werewolves, UFOs, you name it, it's been sighted in this forest. Now, if you've been on the channel for a while, you know we've been to Cannock Chase a few times, extremely haunted, and that some really strange things happen here. Now, before we even started, we thought we heard this noise that we originally thought it was a dog, wasn't it?
It was too loud.
But it didn't really sound like a dog to me, and it was like a weird noise.
After hearing a strange sound before you even start doing whatever you went to do, will you continue? Then came the chilling voice through the spirit box. You must leave. Not once, but twice.
Is somebody there? What the shit was that?
Yeah.
You must leave.
You must leave.
Yeah.
That's twice we've been told to leave.
Why must we leave? We've got a right to be here.
Why did the spirits not want them there? What do you think is going on? Would you dare stay in Cannock Chase after that, or run before the pigmen found you? From one frightening moment to the next, this story might be the scariest yet. A YouTuber named Franco TV, whose channel is known for exploring haunted places, forests, and cursed locations around the world. He went to Chile, so he visited the infamous pet cemetery, which is said to be the most active and terrifying spot ever. Almost instantly, he began hearing movement in the forest. Have you ever visited a place that terrified you before?
We just got in this place, and I'm hearing movement coming from the forest. This is by far the creepiest location that I know. Just trying to see if I can see something moving back here.
He went inside the cemetery, and what he found will blow your mind. Strange tarot cards and writings calling it the Forest of Witches. Why would someone leave those cards there? And why is the place called the Forest of Witches?
So I found tarot cards out here. Just kind of like all through the floor. There's like these little writings that the last time I was in another part of this place, and it says this is the Forest of the Witches. I don't know what that's about, but that's actually on, you've probably already seen it because this is the second video. I want to see if I can look with my night vision here, see if I could see anything moving.
Then he said he heard chilling sounds, like a baby, followed by eerie laughter drifting through the trees.
Still have my stuff here mounted on the tree. See? Oh, what the was that? I don't know if you guys just heard that. Oh, I heard something back there. Oh, that was creepy. It sounded like a baby. I'm gonna get my stuff. So what I just heard now, I don't know if you heard that, it sounded like a laughing. It's not what I heard. I heard people laughing, legit people. But it came from way further down there. Just looking around here. You hear that? Sounds like whistling. I'm gonna lower my IR.
Alone in that creepy forest, will you continue exploring, or will you leave immediately before it gets worse? But things don't calm down for long. The next story proves that. Kuba Mysteri shared this terrifying encounter while camping on YouTube. His channel is known for camping in some of the most haunted and cursed places across Indonesia. He set up camp on a lonely beach, a place where just weeks earlier 2 teenagers drowned and their bodies were laid on the very sand where he pitched his tent. Locals whispered that their restless spirits still wander. Will you ever go camping at night in a place where tragedy happened just a week ago? While still at the camp, a sound echoed from the distance, and he saw a white figure appear near a tree, but when he rushed closer, it vanished into thin air.
Astaghfirullah. Ini apa nih, Cok? La ilaha illallah. Allahu akbar, la haula wala quwata illa billah. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. La ilaha illallah. Allahu akbar. Wow.
What creepy creature was that? What do you think was after? Will you still stay there after seeing something you've not seen before appearing right before your face? Imagine being there, trapped between the ocean and the spirits of the dead. Would you have lasted the night? From one frightening moment to the next, this story might be the scariest yet. This terrifying camping encounter was shared by Min Story on YouTube. The YouTuber is known for exploring cursed forests, haunted rivers, and places where dark entities still linger. While camping by a dried riverbed, he suddenly heard a strange sound. Then a smell that was unbearable, like something rotten had been dropped over there. He went to check what was making the sound and what was smelling. Then he heard another sound again. What is making those sounds? Or something mysterious is around watching him closely. Then came footsteps in the bushes.
Sini teman-teman. Tadi pun pas saya lagi makan, lagi masak, itu terdengar ada sebuah suara.
Could it be a wild animal or the serpent spirit locals say haunts this area? Would you dare camp here knowing spirits with ruined faces are said to roam these grounds? But things don't calm down for long. The next story proves that. Rugged Road Explorers, a YouTube creator who is known for hiking deep into the remote regions of the Rocky Mountains and the vast deserts of the American Southwest, uncovering lost ruins and ancient sites hidden deep in the wilderness. But you know, sometimes, the past leaves behind more than broken stones. It leaves behind echoes. He went hiking in the mountains, and what he saw was something unusual. While scanning through the canyon walls, he saw some scattered pottery shards, and strange white handprints appeared above the rocks.
So seeing how this is square here, you see how this is? I would bet that they had a pit house here, temporary one, where it had a wood rock foundation and then wood all the rest of the way up. But check this out. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Look at that. That is too cool. Oh my gosh. Look at all the pottery. Holy smokes. Look at that. That's amazing. That is just too cool.
Whose hands were those, or something still lingering? Intricate designs on broken jugs whispered of rituals and forgotten stories from ancient days.
It's obvious people have been here because they picked up certain pieces and put them up on a rock here, but look at the intricate design of the one in the center there. And then this was part of a jug at one time. You can see this right there, you have different time periods in different areas. Here you have some flint, looks like a spearhead. Very cool. And again, another kind of design.
Could these markings hold darker meanings? Would you dare step into a ruin where every stone feels alive with secrets? The last clip was chilling, but this next one feels like pure nightmare fuel. A YouTuber, Banyan, is known for capturing terrifying paranormal encounters while camping on camera. And this one is not for the faint of heart. While camping deep inside the forest, the atmosphere was calm, too calm. He set up his tent unaware that something was already watching. At first, it seemed like a trick of the light, until a pair of glowing white eyes with a shadowy body passed through the darkness. The figure was moving slowly, deliberately, and inhumanely. What kind of creature was that? A ghost? A demon? Or something that should never be named? Imagine being alone in the forest and realizing you're not just being watched, you're being hunted. Would you continue camping, or would you run for your life before something even stranger happened? A chilling video was shared by Exploring with Angelo on YouTube, a channel known for its spine-chilling explorations into haunted houses, cursed places, and encounters you'll never forget. He ventured deep into the forest to uncover the truth about the dreaded demon house. But what started as an exploration quickly spiraled into one of the most terrifying nights of his life. At first, the silence was heavy, almost suffocating. But then, everything changed. Out of nowhere, an invisible force shoved him violently, slamming his body against the wall with a strength no human hand could carry. His heart pounded, fear coursing through his veins.
Just kind of want to take a quick peek. Oh, there's like nothing here. Oh, ow. Oh, what the hell? What the was that? Something just pushed me. Oh, shit. What the Guys, like, something just pushed me like right into this thing.
But before he could process what had happened, it got worse. Within minutes, something unseen struck his face. Then again, harder.
Oh! What the hell? Oh, someone just hit me in the face. Oh. Oh, something like with some force literally just hit me in the face.
Imagine standing in pitch darkness, completely alone, with something unseen attacking you. Would you have stayed? Would you fight against the unseen? Or would you run for your life before the demon house claimed you too? From whispers to screams, this is the moment you'll never forget. This chilling video was shared on Alone is Scary vlog, a channel that is well known for diving deep into the world of the paranormal and capturing terrifying encounters on camera. Standing in the middle of nowhere, curiosity got the best of him, and he went hiking deep into the forest when something caught his eye. An old, isolated house decided to step inside. But what his camera captured will leave you in shock. As he explored, a chilling sight appeared, a white ghostly shadow reflected in the glass. His heart pounded.
Itu orangnya di luar. Tuh. Apa itu? Astagfirullahaladzim. Ada suara anak kecil. Kayak suara anak kecil bermain ya, teman-teman.
And then it got worse. From the silence of the woods came the sound of children playing, yet no one was there.
Coba yang satunya gimana? Ini Banyan tersesat di mana sih? Tuh. Wih. Siapa? Siapa tadi yang ketawa? Hah? Siapa tadi yang ketawa? Kula nuwun. Wes.
Ini ruangan apa ini?
Who built a house this deep in the forest? Why do unseen forces seem to linger around it? And most importantly, if you were there, alone, with voices echoing through the dark halls, would you stay to uncover the truth or would you run for your life? What you're about to witness might haunt you long after this ends. We got this story from Jasko on YouTube, a channel known for diving into the darkest, most haunted places you could ever imagine. Tonight's tale isn't just creepy, it's a chilling descent into the Devil's Forest, where what they thought was just another van camping trip nearly turned into their last. To test whether something is really lurking in the forest, one of them clapped, and with a shaky voice dared any unseen spirit to clap back. Then, a sound echoed back from the forest, clear enough to send chills rushing through their veins.
Alright, spirits, I want to play a game called Hide and Clap. We hear you around us right now, but I want you to show us what direction you're in. So what's going to happen is I'm going to make a noise just like this. You ready? Just like this. The fuck was that?
No way.
And what I want you to do is replicate that noise, so let me know what direction you're in. 3, 2, 1. Just like this, spirits, just like this.
Dude, it's right behind you.
Do you want us to come down there? I really don't want to.
I don't either.
Bro, it sounded like something just clapped. Okay. Can we try something? Oh, fuck, Chaz.
Yeah, do it.
It's our favorite game of hide and clap. You ready? Oh, hell no. Hell no.
What was it that answered them? Could something truly be lurking in those woods? Or was it the forest itself reminding them they were not alone? Would you dare step into a place where shadows respond to your call? Or would you run before the unseen shows its face? The deeper the forest, the darker the terror. Let's see what the forest holds for us next. Min's story, a YouTuber whose channel is well known for diving into the paranormal and capturing terrifying encounters on camera. He went camping deep in the forest at night, expecting peace under the stars, but what his camera recorded will send chills down your spine. As he sat by his camp, a dark, ghostly shadow suddenly appeared behind him, silent, shifting around in the darkness. What was that? A spirit haunting the woods? Or something far more mysterious lurking in the dark? Alone in the forest, with only the crackle of fire for comfort, imagine realizing you're not alone. Would you pack up and run for your life, or stay to see what that shadow really is? If your heart's racing now, brace yourself. It's about to get worse. This video was shared by Cursed Urban, a channel known for uncovering the most chilling and unexplainable things caught on camera. He hiked deep into the woods, the night pressing in around him, when suddenly, his flashlight froze on something unusual. Right there, in the middle of the forest, stood a strange structure, long sticks and branches carefully arranged, leaning against a tree, forming a haunting tepee-like shape.
You guys see that? Okay, that I think, let me check. Get the phone out. Yup, that is our point. That teepee structure in the woods is our point. It's so quiet out here, guys. It's unreal. Yeah, this is our point. I don't think I'm going to fit in that, though. It looks a little bit too small for me. Looks like somebody was recently out here, though.
But here's the terrifying question. Who built this? Was it just some campers playing around? Or was it something far more sinister? A ritual site? A warning? Or maybe even a place where something waits? The deeper you stare at it, the more unsettling it becomes. It doesn't look random. It looks intentional, almost like a message. Would you dare step closer to check it out? Or would you turn around and run before finding out what it's really for? Just when you think the nightmare is over, it only gets worse. This video was shared by Wididwi Putra on YouTube, a channel well known for exploring haunted places and testing courage in the most terrifying locations. He went to an ancient cemetery, said to be the oldest and most cursed in the area. Behind him stands a massive banyan tree, its twisted roots stretching wide, radiating an eerie energy. Locals warn that this place is haunted by Gendruwo and Kuntilanak, spirits often seen here. As he sets up his camera for the night test, the atmosphere thickens. Then his camera caught something very strange moving around the tree. A shadow moves and then vanishes into the thin air. The camera caught this multiple times.
Pasti mengalir dan dilancarkan lagi, teman-teman. Ini teman-teman pohonnya ya. Tuh. Akarnya itu udah bercabang-cabang kemana-mana, teman-teman ya.
What are these strange shadows moving around? Are they the unreal creature guarding the tree? Alone, surrounded by unseen forces, would you dare stay longer in this cursed graveyard? From whispers to screams, this is the moment you'll never forget. Kuba Mysteri, a YouTuber whose channel is known for venturing into the darkest, most haunted places, uncovering mysteries many would never dare to face. That night, he entered a deep forest, a place hidden from the eyes of most. Locals whispered of unspeakable tragedies. A woman was murdered, and her body was left to rot until it turned to bone. Imagine stepping into that very crime scene at midnight. Would you dare? Then it began. Strange movements in the shadows, whispers all around the forest. What was making those movements? An unknown spirit or what? And then a woman's sobbing cry echoes in the dark. Could it be her spirit, forever trapped?
Allahu Akbar. Terus dia kabur. Dia kabur cuy. Astaghfirullahaladzim. Masya Allah. Kayak yang ada yang lari di arah sini cuy. Arah sini ada yang lari tadi.
What would you do if the spirit of a murdered soul stood before you crying? What's next isn't just creepy, it's the stuff of nightmares. Franco TV on YouTube shared this terrifying video. His channel is known for venturing into the darkest, most haunted places, capturing what most of us would never dare to see. He went alone into the cemetery at night, with nothing but his flashlight and courage guiding him through the silence. Every step echoed like the dead themselves were listening. Suddenly, his eyes caught something unusual, a strange, dazzling shadow moving in the distance. It flickered like light, yet carried the form of something alive.
Right now I am in the room, and it is complete dark in here. I could barely see anything in front of me. I can see the light on the outside. Hola? I saw what looked like some sort of like a reflection of light. Turn off the light. Turn off the light. Oh, what was that? The light.
His heart raced. Was this a wandering ghost? A restless spirit moving between the graves? Or something far more sinister hiding in the dark? Alone in the cemetery, with the unknown watching back at you, would you keep recording? Or would you run before the shadows close in? What comes next might be the most chilling part of all. This video was posted by Yupri Karim, a creator known for diving into the world of the paranormal and capturing the most unsettling experiences on camera. He decided to spend the night camping deep in the forest, completely alone. At first everything was quiet, just the sound of the trees swaying. But then, the silence broke. Strange animal-like voices began echoing through the darkness. The deeper the night grew, the louder and closer the sounds became. Imagine being out there, surrounded by nothing but shadows, unsure of what's lurking just outside your tent. Was it really animals making those noises, or something far more sinister? Could it be spirits mimicking voices to lure him out, or a creature of the forest watching, waiting for him to step outside? If you were in his place, would you dare unzip that tent and face whatever was calling in the night, or would you stay hidden, hoping morning comes before it finds you?